Fournier against Ivy. A baseline J, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And slam dunk by Ivy.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finish.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Fournier with the ball. Launches a three. Buries it from three-point range. Fournier's got his second basket of the game. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first. And then Ivy with the jam!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
And so it's Jaden Ivey making things happen for Brooklyn. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. We come back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And they're also hitting that mid-range shot at a high clip. A big key will be to continue that success throughout.
So with Smith sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Walton. Collins is out there with J.R. Smith. Then there's Barry. And it's Keenan in at the foresight. Outside Collins. Pass to Smith. Over Fizer. And it's Smith missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Keenan's shot is good.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Francis, covered by Smith. Some nice passing by New York here. And it's Fernandez missing. Brooklyn leading by 5. Here's Barry. Out to Smith. The three. It's hauled in by Fry.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Nice shot by Smith.
Such a reflexive shooter. Smith rarely needs any time to get set up and fire.
Ivy's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Frazier with the ball for New York. They trail by 7. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Have the jump ball.
To the middle. It's Fernandez with the jam.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Ivy. No good that time. Nice D from Frazier. New York trails by 5. Fernandez dishes to Fry. Pass to Fernandez. Launches it. It's hauled in by Barry.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
They get it again. That one, no good. Now Fernandez. Plenty of space. Doesn't go that time. Pass to Ivy. Plays it up and banks it in. Ivy's got 24.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Fernandez. It's Fernandez with the jam.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Ivy against Frazier. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 26 points for Jaden Ivey.
Too smooth from the mid-range. Defenders can't let Ivy get comfortable from there.
Fry passes to Fernandez. The jump hook. And that one, good. Fernandez has got 6 points in the quarter.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Collins finds Ivy. Can't cash in from close range. New York trails by 5. 1:16 left in the first half of the game. Yep, that one goes in there. And here's Brooklyn. Here's Ivy. And it's Fox with the rebound. Curry passes to Fernandez. Great D that time from Walton. Brooklyn leading by 3. Ivy with the bucket, and he has 28 points for the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense, no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Fernandez, the pass to Ferry. A pass to Fox. Just 5 to shoot. Fry with the ball. No good on the triple. Here's Keenan. Here's Ivy over Fernandez. The shot by Ivy, no good. Fox dishes to Frazier. There's the 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Brooklyn ahead, up 5. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nice game. Great performance by Jaden Ivey.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Finley. Frazier is out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's Ferry in at the power forward. Here's Ivy. Here he goes. And yes, it's good. Ivy's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Brooklyn.
And I have no clue how he got that one to fall. Pulling some magic in the midair and torturing the defense in the process.
And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Collins against Frazier. Pass to Fry. Back to Frazier. From 12 feet out. Brooklyn with the rebound. Walton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Ivy. Drills it from outside. Ivy's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
Oh, how about the quick thinking by Ivy? I love when he goes right at it with the shot.
Fournier, that's for 2. Doesn't go for him. Fournier's gone 2 for 7 from the field. 17-foot shot on the way. And Walton kicks to Ivy. over Finley. Ivy with the bucket, and it's a 12-point Brooklyn lead.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
New York calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
All right, that was your dance team.
90 seconds now into the second half.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They give Michael Finley.
And you can see that quick twitch athleticism. Ivy is likely to spend a lot of time at the line in this league.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Yao checked in for Walton. Bam Adebayo comes in for Barry. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Collins. And he can't hit the second. Pass to Keenan. Ivy on the wing. The second chance effort. And off the prior, and in it goes. Ivy's got 38 points.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. New York trails by 15. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Pfizer. Hasn't made one yet. It's stolen by Adebayo. And here's the fast break. Adebayo leading the way. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Ivy just so difficult to corral. Sometimes you have to foul him and hope he misses.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line. And Ivy drops them both. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Knicks. They're scoreless since the first half. Frazier the pass to Fry. Now Finley. It's good from long range. Finley's got 6.
And from beyond the arc, he puts a stop to that 12-0 run by Brooklyn.
To the inside. Driving in. Yao with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Ming makes defensively, using that huge reach to block or alter shots. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Joe Smith, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And both free throws good for Fry.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Ivy. Now trying to get open. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
For Brooklyn, they have shot 5 of 6 of the foul line tonight. And that one falls for Ivy. And Brooklyn making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And Ivy drops them both. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Okay, time for an injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Knicks head athletic trainer. Told me it's a sprained ankle. Of course, those can be tricky. It's amazing. He's good to come back into the game. In fact, Kevin, he's already back in the game.
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for too long. Smith checked in for Brooklyn.
And Francis, he's an athletic point guard, plays with tremendous confidence, and really knows how to motivate his teammates. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
New York trails by 14, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And Brooklyn has possession. 17 points was their biggest margin. Ivy with the bucket.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Francis passes to Ferry. Here's Finley. Stolen. Intercepted. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Knicks shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
Yeah, and Finley brings a lot of athleticism to that position. Can throw it down as well as stroke it from deep.
Fournier against Edwards. For New York, they had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. First one falls for him.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Brooklyn leading by 12. Smith the pass to Lanier. It's tipped. Goes back up. Here's Weiser. No scoring in this one. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Lanier. And again, no good by Brooklyn. New York trails by 12. Outside Fournier. Pass to Fry. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the third. Comes up empty down low.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And Smith punches it from deep. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Smith's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. This one for 3. And that one's good, Francis. Francis has got it back down to single digits for New York. For 3, Smith. Good on the triple. Smith's got 5 points so far.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And so it's Brooklyn, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build the... And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Brooklyn leading by 12. We've got Stoudemire. Ivy is out there with Smith. Then there's Martin. And it's Adebayo in at the center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Here's Frazier. Martin knocks it away. Pass to Ivy. Now Adebayo, defended by Foster. New York trails by 14. Now here's Fox. And here is Fernandez. Pulls it up. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Fernandez has gone 3 of 9 tonight from the field, 33%. Fires from 14. Ivy with the bucket. Ivy's got 50 points.
Oh, the dish from Smith. Great basketball play by JR.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Knicks call time. Here is Frazier. And it's good, 2 points.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Brooklyn leading by 14. Adebayo with a screen for Ivy. And that one drops.
And smart pick and roll play by Ivy. He saw a chance to open things up for a teammate and took it.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Ivy. Pushing it up. Smith, no luck.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
And it's Fernandez missing.
There are nights where the shots just don't fall. Unfortunately, I know how that feels.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And we'll see Bam Adebayo go to the line here. That one on Frazier. A different look for New York. Channing Frye's checked in for Foster. Finley comes in for Fox. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Rudy Fernandez. To the wing right side. And here's Frye for three. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the wing on the left. Here's Keenan. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Larry Keenan. His third personal foul. 13 foul.
New York trails by 19. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Frazier outside. Here's Finley. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist.
3.
Frazier's got 4 assists in the game.
The peripheral vision, the decisive delivery. Those are things you love about Frazier's artistry as a playmaker.
The contest and the rebound, folks. That is how you defend.
That shot misses. Great D that time from Edwards. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And boy, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Smith has checked in. Brooklyn leading by 16. Here's Adebayo. That one goes in. Adebayo's got 7 now in this quarter.
And contact can't slow Adebayo down. He's not afraid to get physical when he's attacking.
It's good.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Knocked loose and stolen by Ivy. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And he can take off from anywhere at any time. Edwards always a threat.
And the foul called on Edwards. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Pass to Pfizer. 2 points. That one goes.
Oh, that was a nice find by Francis. He spots a wide open man and hits him in rhythm.
Now, here's Ivy. Defended by Fernandez. The shot by Ivy, no good. And so Fox will bring it up for New York. 19-point game. Over to the left wing. Pfizer's shot is good. Ivy with it. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. 1:11 left in the 4th quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jaden Ivey.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. No let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Brooklyn.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Ivy's checked in for Smith. The shot by Ivy, no good. And Fox has it in the corner. Rebound, Brooklyn. Now Ivy. It's good. Ivy's got 52 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 56 points for Jaden Ivey.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
That free throw, no good. No luck that time either. Here's Ivy. Lays it up off the glass.
Leading scorer on the night, and he looks very hungry for more. Keep feeding him. Operation Feed the Horse.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup, Garnett is out there with Gasol. Then there's Ginobili. Then there's Garland. And it's George in at the small forward position. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup, they've got Garland. Garnett out there with Pau Gasol. Then it's George, and it's Ginobili in at the 2. Now Edwards. Paul George missing from long range. Count it.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
And so Garland will bring it up for Minnesota. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
Keenan, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, good work by Yao, spotting the open man. That isn't usually a big part of what he does.
They get a hand on it. And then Collins slams it in.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Garland against Edwards. Gasol on the wing. Timberwolves passing it around. Ginobili outside. 6 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, guys, the agility, the hops, everything about Anthony Edwards, so good athletically.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And boy, they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Checked in for Bam Adebayo. And a change for the Timberwolves. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kevin Garnett. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them. There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Now, here's George. Sweet move. The putback. Rebound by Yao. Brooklyn leading by 11. Here's Keenan. Oh! And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
George against Smith. And the rejection by Smith. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for the Timberwolves. Pass to Green. Gasol against Yao. 5 to shoot. Here's George. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Yeah, love the way Paul George fights for position on the interior.
Smith dishes to Edwards. To the left side wing. And here's Collins from outside. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now, here is George. Kicks it out to Garland. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Garland's got 6.
Oh, Darius Garland asserting himself. The answer back from distance.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Minnesota making some changes. Rudy Gay's checked in for Gasol. And Ginobili subbed in for George.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Smith wide open. He fires. Buries the long-range jumper.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nothing on the board. Collins grabs the miss. Brooklyn leading by 16. Smith for 3. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Collins. Garland with the bucket.
Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
Takes the turnaround Jay. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
So as we end the first quarter, all right. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Ginobili is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Greer in at the point guard position.
I love when Shea does not just settle for a layup, finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
Back to Ivy. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Barry. Here's Keenan. In the corner, Ivy with it. And slam dunk by Ivy.
Man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That's his first foul. Minnesota making a switch. Garnett's checked in. And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And we played through the first minute here in the second. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Yeah, and I just like the show of force there from Gay. Not settling for the simple layup, but showing his dominance, trying to intimidate with that slam.
Here's Lanier. Scoreless thus far. Back to Ivy. Here's Barry. Shot clock at 6. Ivy with the bucket.
Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivy, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to go.
Kicks it out to Ginobili. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Smith against Gay. Here's Garnett. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And the Timberwolves call time.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme? Or is it a problem with matchups?
Brooklyn on defense. Ginobili outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Ivy's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. George is checked in for Gasol. From deep, George. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Pass to Ivy. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Marc Gasol's checked in for Rudy Gay.
Number 33,
Here's George. Poked loose. Adebayo with the ball. George picks him up. Here's Ivy. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ivy's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Now here's Ginobili. Still yet to score. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Garnett. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's Keenan. Ivy kicks to Collins. Back to Ivy. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
What defensive instincts. What timing by Marc Gasol. Nice block.
Ginobili can't hit. And Collins has got the ball here for Brooklyn.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. So explosive. Get used to seeing a lot of that from Ivy. Wow.
The Timberwolves making a switch here.
second personal foul, team 4.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Number 15, Hal 3.
George looking around to halt the run. And it's Keenan with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 23. Ivy with the bucket. Ivy's got 12 points in the game.
Wow, Ivy just takes off. That high-effort transition play, that's what will make him an asset moving forward.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Yao checked in for Barry. And it's Edwards in for Jaden Ivey. Minnesota making a switch here. Ivy's gone a terrific 6 of 8 shooting from the floor. The 3 from Garland. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Keenan. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And what a dime from Bam. He's really skilled at looking for and finding his teammates.
To the paint. Here's George. And it's Keenan with the rebound. And Brooklyn has possession. And he dunks it down.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Outside, George. Lets it go from deep. George missing again. Here's Keenan. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Keenan's got 20.
and they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's Brooklyn, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll return shortly. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first. So far, it has been a runaway. So with Smith sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Yao. Collins is out there with Jaden Ivey. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Keenan in at the 3 spot. Brooklyn with the ball. There's the drive. And slam dunk by Ivey.
And this is what you want Ivey doing, attacking lanes to the rim with confidence.
Ivey against Garland. Pass to Gasol. Outside Garland. Ginobili with the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Garnett with the block. And they get it back. Here's Ivey. Second shot opportunity. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Doris, when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to being the primary initiator, moving off the ball takes time. But to his credit, he's adapted beautifully. Well, Paul George is a difficult defensive assignment precisely for this reason. He's going to force you into contact.
Both good from the line that time. Brooklyn with the ball. Ivey with the bucket. Ivey's got 16.
Oh, he earned some serious style points on that layup.
Minnesota with the ball. Edwards has come in for Brooklyn.
3rd personal foul. Team second. Coming onto the floor for your home team.
Now George. He's got 6. Garnett outside. And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. That's good. And so Garnett with the assists.
And this is how assertive Ginobili is. Outstanding with the catch and shoot. He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And so Garland will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Stolen by Collins. It's Edwards on the wing. Floats it up for Adebayo. Off target on the alley-oop layup. Outside, George. Over Edwards. Rebound by Yao. Yao's got 4 rebounds in this game. Stolen by Garland. Down low, here's Ginobili. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Yao. 13 feet away. That's good on the jump shot.
Tough shot from Bam. But, man, he is so capable of knocking down that mid-range.
And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. The shot by George, no good.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Here's Keenan with the drive.
You know, they barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
Here's Garland. 9 points in the game so far. It's tipped. Collins with it. Garland picks him up. Garnett kicks to Garland. Good on the 3-point shot. Garland's got 12.
What a game so far for Darius Garland, and he's just getting started, folks.
Keenan the pass to Collins. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Keenan. Makes it off the glass. Keenan's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Garnett, and it's Kevin Garnett with the finish.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
Here's Keenan.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. There's Ginobili. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. He has 5.
Darius Garland playing the role of ball distributor to perfection. Pretty pass.
Pass to Collins. Here's Keenan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Paul Gasol. For Brooklyn, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Tries the spin move. Green with a screen on Ivy. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Brooklyn with the rebound. Keenan the pass to Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And so it's Brooklyn going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Green is out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's Darius Garland. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Garnett in at the center position. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Ivy. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you concede the mid-range, he'll take it.
He gets it in there.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
And here's Garland for 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Garland kicks to Green. Garnett with a screen on Martin. Green the pass to Garnett. Great D that time from Walton. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Ivy finds Smith. Back to Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And this young guy, Ivy, is doing anything he wants right now, dominating in effortless fashion.
It's taken away by Smith. And Ivy now top of the key. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Goes up. Gay can't get it to go. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Pass to Green. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. The three. The rebound by Walton. And here's Ivy. And then Ivy with the jam.
And one of the best guard finishers, Ivy relentless when attacking the rim.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
The mid-range game has been there for them all game long, and that old-school approach still getting it done in this.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Walton's checked in for Brooklyn. Berry comes in for Ivy. From deep, George. Brooklyn with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the... temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Here's Smith going inside, and J.R. Smith with the slam.
So skilled on the bounce. When Smith is in attack mode, this guy is difficult to slow down.
Here's Garland. The Timberwolves again can't hit. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. And for a scorer of Barry's talent, converting inside the paint can seem effortless.
Outside, George. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And here's Brooklyn. Barry. And that one is stuffed right through.
Okay, two hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Garnett, right side. Count that bucket.
Well, the prototypical modern-day power forward comes about as a result of KG paving the way.
And it's Smith missing. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Ivy's checked in. Driving the lane. And slam dunk by Ivy.
Just slicing his way to the rim. Just look at this kid, Ivy, go.
Garland against Smith. Pass to George. Takes a three. Rebound, Brooklyn.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Smith, no good. Here's Minnesota. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Walton sends it back.
And how about the anticipation and timing? You know, we talk about Walton's offense. How about the defense, though, he provides for this team?
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Shot from 16. Up again. And it's rebounded by Bill Walton. Ivy passes to Smith from deep. Knocks down the three ball.
And Smith loves pulling up from three. Never scared to fire when he's out beyond.
Outside, George. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Ali LaForce on the sidelines. Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Edwards out there with Jaden Ivey. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Joel Embiid. And for the Rockets, we've got Al Horford, James Harden out there with Halliburton. Then it's Dwight Howard. And it's Hill in at the 3. Here's Embiid. Horford with some nice D.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Hill can't connect. Embiid against Howard. Embiid passes to Edwards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
He can be such a physical force. It's so hard to keep Embiid from getting to the free throw line.
And Embiid drops them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. Harden finds Horford. From behind the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, you like how confident Al Horford is, right? He is a great jump shooter from just about any spot on the floor.
Embiid, a screen on Halliburton. Edwards, a pass to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly. He's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
Now here's Halliburton. Three-pointer, Harden. Adebayo grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Embiid, a screen on Halliburton. And Edwards, here we go. Embiid's shot is good.
Really nice decision-making by Anthony Edwards. If you're going to play in the NBA, you've got to read off pick-and-roll action.
Halliburton, the pass to Horford. On the take. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Halliburton against Edwards. Pass to Embiid. Uses the glass on the layup. Embiid's got 8 points.
The control and focus from Embiid, able to absorb hits from the defense and still finish.
Howard finds Harden. Horford outside. There's the triple. He drops it from range. Give him 8 points now.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Edwards, a pass to Embiid. Pass to Keenan. Good. And the assist to Embiid.
And he's such a unique talent at both ends. Embiid with the vision that time.
Harden from outside. And Houston, another three.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And it's Edwards with the ball for Brooklyn. They trail by 1. Embiid passes to Keenan. Back to Embiid. It's stolen by Howard. A minute 58 left to play in the first. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball.
Substitution on the court.
.157 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Houston. Pulls up on the wing. Houston with another miss.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Timeout called. Houston. Brooklyn making a switch here. Embiid's checked in. Here's Harden. That's tipped. Stolen by Ivy. Pass to Adebayo. Out to the right wing. And here's Edwards outside. Back to Embiid. The three. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Embiid.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Harris outside. Three-pointer, Harden. The rebound by Embiid. Brooklyn leading by 4. Here's Ivy into the lane, and he dunks it down.
Unbelievable. Ivy living that life above the rim.
1 minute left in the first. Knocked loose and stolen by Edwards. Pass to Embiid. Back to Edwards. Now Embiid. Here's Ivy. Let's go with a three. Embiid with it. Give him 8. Barry. Good. And the assist to Embiid. Barry's got 5 points.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Outside Harden. Will it go? Drops in the three.
James Harden understands answering a three with your own three negates any momentum of your opponent.
It's stolen by Howard. Inside. It doesn't go for him. Ivy with the defensive effort. Here's Barry. It's hauled in by Houston.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Houston shooting their first free throw of the contest. Here's Harden. 7 points in the game. Fires the three. No good that time. Joel Embiid, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Brooklyn, moving the rock and looking for a... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here. For Brooklyn.
It's all about the offensive boards. I mean, they're just a statement about toughness, trying to demoralize your opponent by outworking them, out-hustling them.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Martin. On the floor for Brooklyn, we've got Markelle Fultz. Bam Adebayo is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Here's Keenan.
Oh, wow! Incredible! And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Hayward's shot is off. Brooklyn leading by 5. Pass to Keenan. Here's Brunson outside. Back to Embiid. Out to the right wing. Lets the 3 fly. Keenan gets the bucket. Keenan's got 7 points.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Hardaway against Brunson. Horford outside. And here's Hayward. No made baskets yet. Pass to Houston. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Hill, he's checked in for Houston. Embiid finds Adebayo, shoots over Horford, and Adebayo, the bucket, on the assist from Embiid.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team, the ability to knock down jumpers.
And Houston making a change here. Harden's checked in. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Harris outside. Houston with another miss. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Well, when Markelle Fultz is hitting jump shots, look out. It gives energy to the entire team.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. For Brooklyn, Martin comes in for Adebayo. And Ivey subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And the foul on Jaden Ivey. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Harris outside. Pass to Harden. Looking to end the run. Drills it from deep. Harden's got 10.
Well, this is the basis of James Harden's game, right? That three-point accuracy opens up every other aspect of the floor and his scoring ability.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Hardaway, the pass to Harris. Back to Hardaway. Three-pointer, Harden. No good. That's his 6th miss in 9 tries. Brooklyn leading by 12. Oh, stolen by Harden. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Harris finds Harden.
I got to help side.
And here is Hill. Clock at 6. Harris, a screen on Ivey. Hill for 3. It's deflected.
Yeah, aggressive defense from Ivey. Goes right at the shot and manages to block it.
Here's Martin. Back to Embiid. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Pass to Martin. And another shot. Missed it, even after all of those chances. Here's Harris. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
In so many ways, Harris can beat you. He has the size and skill to score from all three levels.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Smith, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Edwards comes in for Fultz.
Make some noise, fans!
Brooklyn leading by 10. Martin outside for three. Connects from downtown. Martin's got 5.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
In the lineup for your home team.
Here's Halliburton. Yet to see a basket. Howard, the pass to Halliburton. Howard inside. Embiid covers. The shot by Howard, no good. And here's Ivy from the arc. Horford pulls it in. Houston trails by 13. His first shot attempt. A nice shot by Halliburton.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton in a rhythm, boy. He is something else to watch on the pull-up jump shot.
Here's Martin. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Pass to Embiid. Martin with the ball. The three. Rebounded by James Harden. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Howard. And Embiid with the block.
You have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
A nice shot by Smith.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Oh, didn't think that was going in. Harden's got 6 here in the quarter. And that concludes the first half. Brooklyn out in front, up by 12. And we'll return shortly.
The visiting team, 39. Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Rooks, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
We've got Dwight Howard. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with James Harden. Then there's Al Horford, and it's Hill in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half from Mike D'Antoni.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Harden can't hit. Brooklyn leading by 12. Pass to Ivy. The 3 ball. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Horford outside. From downtown, Brooklyn pulls it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Embiid. And Brooklyn leads by 17. Timeout called. Houston.
Coach is not happy with their effort on the defensive glass. They're giving up way too many second chance points.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Howard, the screen. Ooh, making it look easy. Halliburton.
What you love about Tyrese Halliburton is the consistency from the perimeter. This guy can make deep shots.
Keenan gets the bucket.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Edwards, that's good.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Here's Harden, and it's blocked by Edwards.
Wow, great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
Here's Keenan. Howard grabs the miss. Houston trails by 20. Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, B.A., when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
Here's Keenan. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him. Martin, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Horford outside. Shot to stop the run. Brooklyn pulls it in. Adebayo's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Martin misses. Here's Houston. Pass to Horford. Horford. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. And the layup is good off the glass. Keenan's got 10 points here in the second half.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Timeout called. Houston.
Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. Give yourself a round of applause.
1:43 left in the third quarter. Halliburton outside. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Howard. The putback. It's good on the putback.
How about the timing of Dwight Howard? Good luck and good night.
Martin right side. Down low. And then Adebayo slams it in.
Yeah, his eyes opened wide. Adebayo knew he had a chance to do something special.
And Harden's got the ball here for Houston. Stolen by Ivy. Pass to Edwards. To the inside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Dwight Howard picks one up. These are his first free throws of the game. Houston making some changes. Harris is checked in for Howard. And Hardaway is subbed in for Harden. Fultz, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Halliburton. Some solid defense from Edwards. Brooklyn with the ball. Adebayo with it. Now guarded by Harris. Adebayo, that's good. Adebayo's got 8.
And with a strong physical profile, Adebayo is willing to battle, always on the interior.
Outside Hardaway. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Drains the triple. Halliburton's got 6 here in the quarter.
Great shooters trust their shooting motion. Tyrese Halliburton with the jumper.
Here's Fultz. Basket's good.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Fultz has gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Halliburton for 3. And it's Martin with the rebound. Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Fultz. From down in the low post, it goes. He's got 7.
Well, make no mistake, Markelle Fultz, because of his athletic burst, can score on the interior. That's nicely done.
And they're pushing it up. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo. And he's now got the double-double.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
And so it's Brooklyn, building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Back to the game after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Brooklyn, Markelle Fultz is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Smith, and it's Barry in at the small forward position. Hardaway finds Holmgren. Three-pointer, no good. And Brooklyn with possession here. Smith with a screen on Hardaway. Brunson misses. Harris up top, hounded by Fultz. Harden can't hit. Martin against Harris. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, man, talk about hang time. What a wicked double clutch finish.
Hey, when you have that kind of space, you're allowed to get fancy. Outside for Harden. Harris a screen. Fires for 3. Harden misses.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Fultz is good.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And it's Houston's ball. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Holmgren, the pass to Harris. Outside Hardaway to end the run. Knocks it down from distance. Hardaway's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. To the wing, right side. Here's Barry. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game. Brooklyn making a switch here. Rose is checked in. Oh, my. James Harden with a statement right there.
Rose against Halliburton. Fires high post. And it falls all over the rim and in.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul. Smith, he's checked in for Brooklyn. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under. Two and a half minutes gone by. Three-pointer, Harden. Smith with the rebound.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Smith no good. And Houston has possession. Here's Hill. Off with the layup. Smith outside. From outside, off the mark. Here's Howard. Brooklyn pulls it in. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. Launches it. Smith no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Harden. And it's blocked by Martin. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Halliburton for 3. The shot, no good. from deep three-point land. Howard grabs the miss.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Pass to Smith. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Hill. Hill's got 4 rebounds now. Howard finds Harden. Lets it go from deep. And it's Martin with the rebound.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Smith no good.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Rose is checked in.
Number 1, Derrick Rose. Awaiting foul.
The first free throw is good.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And so he makes both from the line. Brooklyn with the ball. Smith inside. He's against Horford. Pass to Rose. Another shot. Halliburton with some nice D. And Houston has possession. Hill for 3. And it's Martin with the rebound. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's stolen by Howard. Outside Harden. Now Halliburton. From the arc. And Harden gets it to go on the assist from Halliburton.
Well, the pre-shot preparation of James Harden is exceptional. He knows in this instance that as soon as the ball touches his hands, he's got to be ready to fire.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Harden hits them both. So we see Brooklyn get the win here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. So with Smith sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Walton. Jaden Ivey is out there with Edwards. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Keenan in at the small forward. And for Miami, Magic.
From everyone here at 2K, thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. And the starting lineup for Miami, they've got Nikola Jokic. James is out there with Johnson. Then there's Johnson, and it's Jordan in a shooting guard. And for Brooklyn, Edwards out there with Ivy. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Walton in at the 4. Well, Grant, how about this pairing? Michael Jordan and LeBron James. These two have been in many basketball discussions.
Yeah, NBA, the GOAT debate really comes down to these two guys, MJ and LeBron. And the chance to see these guys together, it's incredible.
Well, Grant, I do have to ask you, who do you have as the best basketball player ever? Air Jordan or the King?
Come on, BA. I mean, you know I'm not answering that.
Now here's Adebayo. Fires from deep. On target from range.
It's more and more comfortable the guys are when Bam has the ball and they cut, they know they're going to get it.
Outside Johnson. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Adebayo passes to Walton. It's stolen by James. Outside Johnson. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Pass to Walton. Takes the three. Pure from three-point range. Walton's got 6.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the open man.
And Adebayo over to help. Johnson passes to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. And here's Ivy from the arc. Rebound Miami. And here's Johnson. Here's Jordan. There's the screen by Johnson. The three, James. Counted from distance.
Yeah, there's just no guarding LeBron James when this shot looks this comfortable. That's 3 more.
Pass to Walton. Down low. Here's Keenan. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Oh, swiped away. Ivy with the ball. Jordan picks him up. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Walton passes to Edwards. Over to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. Buries it from 3. He's got 5.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Miami making a switch here.
Substitution.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Jordan. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Jaden Ivey. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Brooklyn.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
And the foul on Jaden Ivey. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
We've got 1:48 left in the first. Now Jordan. It's James on the wing. And there's Jokic on the assist from James.
Jokic putting his size to work, hard to stop down low.
Pass to Martin. Outside Edwards. Here's Stoudemire, and he jams it home with authority.
Oh my, what a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Now here's Jordan. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. 5 to shoot. And the dunk by Jokic.
Oh, Jokic attacking the rim and brings it down hard.
Edwards against Johnson. Pass to Stoudemire. And here's Ivey. Here's Martin. No good on the 3. James passes to Johnson. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's James. And it's Martin with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 4. From about 16. And And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Yeah, Edwards rarely passes on a chance to get his team points. He loves making an offensive impact.
To the middle. Here's Jokic. Good D by Adebayo. Edwards for three. No good on the buzzer beater. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Brooklyn out in front, up 6. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Brooklyn.
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Setting the floor for the Heat. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Johnson. Then there's Johnson. Then there's Johnson. And it's Jefferson in at the 3.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Smith no good.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Deflected. Going inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game now. And the first one at the line is good. Johnson, he's checked in for Miami. Both shots good from the strike.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Pass to Jordan. Rose against Johnson. Up top, Johnson. All alone. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Brooklyn leading by 5. Lanier, the pass to Walton. Here's Lanier. Covered by Jordan. Here's Keenan. Here's Walton. He's got 6. And there's a pick. This one for 3. Fires in the triple. Walton's got 9.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul of the game. Martin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Ivy comes in for Collins. Jordan's checked in for Miami. Jackson comes in for Johnson. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Johnson. Over Rose, and Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Jackson. Walton passes to Ivy. Here's Walton, covered by Jordan. Back to Ivy. Here's Walton. Beyond the arc. That shot off the mark. Miami trails by 6. Outside Johnson. Outside Johnson. Pass to Jordan. And he's going for the oop here. And it's stolen by Rose. Keenan, pass to Walton. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Jordan. 5 on the clock. Johnson against Rose. No good on the triple. Brooklyn leading by 8. Ivy passes to Walton. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. He buries it from 3. Walton's got 14 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Brooklyn with the ball. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Pass to Ivy. Here's Walton. Inside. Here's Keenan, covered by Jordan. And it's Keenan missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Jordan. Back to Jordan. Driving inside and slam dunk by Jordan.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Walton passes to Keenan. Rebound Miami. Jordan with it. And it's Martin with the rebound. To the right side, Keenan, the pass to Walton. And here's Martin. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Three-pointer, and Walton gets it to go. 17 points in the game.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Jordan with the bucket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And we finished off one half of play. Brooklyn out in front, up by 10. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. You could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Heat. It's a 10-point game. We've got Anthony Edwards. He's out there with Jaden Ivey. And it's Adebayo in at the 5. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Johnson with a bucket.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Basket counts. Walton's got 19 points.
Yeah, just continuing to unlock his game. If Edwards adds the playmaking component, watch out.
Johnson passes to Johnson. Jordan with it. Ivey defends. Ivey against Jordan. Adebayo grabs the board.
Well, he wanted to keep that shot from getting blocked, but in the process, he gave it no chance of going in because of how unbalanced he was on the fade.
Edwards, that's good.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. James, that's good.
Instead of playing through LeBron, that time they set him up.
Here's Keenan. Misses the layup. Miami trails by 9. Jordan finds Johnson. Back to Jordan. Pass to James. Shot clock at 5. Goes up on the baseline. Count it. Good. James has got 8.
Just a masterful offensive player, utilizing that pick with great intelligence there.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. James deciding where to go with it. Pass to Johnson. Back to James. Fires the 3. Edwards pulls it in. Brooklyn leading by 9. Here's Keenan. That one drops for him. He has 7.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
LeBron fires and hits a 3.
Well, LeBron is a guy who can score from anywhere. He's comfortable taking long-range shots.
Driving to the basket, Keenan gets the bucket. And Brooklyn leads by 10.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
It's James on the wing. No good from outside. Brooklyn with the ball. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Count that one.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
To the paint. Yes! He still got it! LeBron!
And it looks like a change in LeBron's demeanor out there. He's going into scoring mode.
Here he goes. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
You know, all the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Jordan misses. Brooklyn leading by 12. Here's Keenan. Johnson with the defensive effort.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so he hits both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Miami trails by 14. Left side Johnson puts up a 3. Jefferson can't hit. And Brooklyn with possession here. Yes, it's good. Keenan's got 12 points here in the second half.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Johnson against Edwards. Johnson passes to Jefferson. Now here's Johnson. And he lobs it up to the rim. And there's the rejection. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. Johnson, he's checked in for James.
Substitution.
32 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Jefferson. And again, no good by Miami. Brooklyn leading by 16. Here's Keenan. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Keenan's got 19 points.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
Here's the break for the finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
From deep, Jordan. And that's not going to go. And so it's Brooklyn. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. And their defense has stood. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Setting the floor for the Heat. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Johnson, and it's Jordan in at the 2.
If there's one end of the floor that DJ takes seriously, it's the defensive end, and he loves to get up and reject those shots.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play. Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Pass to Jefferson. The three-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 22. Here's Stoudemire. Here's Walton. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Here's Jordan. And again, no good by Miami. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Outside Johnson. Here's Jefferson. Knocks down the long J.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Here's Walton. Rebound Miami. Jefferson, pass to Johnson. From the high post. That's good on the jumper. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Miami making a switch here. Brooklyn leading by 17. Here's Keenan. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
We also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
From deep. And Walton pulls it down. Here's Keenan. Check by James. Keenan gets the bucket. Keenan's got 24 points.
Scoring this much while shooting this well. Insane.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Miami. Here's James. Brooklyn pulls it in. Walton's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Keenan. James with the block.
Big time swat, LeBron James making his presence felt.
LeBron James. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your home team. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both. If you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And he's going for the lob. Stolen by Ivy. Driving in. Here's Keenan. Rebound Miami. Now here's Jordan. Pass to Johnson. And here's James.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
5 on the clock. Tipped. Here's Keenan. Covered by Jordan. And he converts the layup. Keenan's got 7 now in this quarter.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Edwards. To the inside.
And how about Edwards? Keeping his head up and spotting the open man.
A minute 35 left in the 4th quarter here. Here's James. And slam dunked by James.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Keenan. Yes. And it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Keenan's got 32 points in the game. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Edwards. And he drives in. And Edwards slams it in.
And what energy from Edwards on the drive. Pushing his way inside and straight to the cup.
There's a minute 17 left to play in the 4th. And here's Johnson. Pass to James. Missed inside. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
Really left him alone that time.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
The bank shot, no good. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Keenan. Edwards, the pass to Keenan. It's stolen by James. It's James on the wing. Johnson finds Jokic from outside the arc. No good on the shot. Brooklyn with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Left side, Johnson. Down low. And it's Jokic. That time on the assist by Johnson.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
Little turnaround. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Outside Johnson. So we see Brooklyn get the win here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. And time now for our player of the game.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. So with Smith sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Ivy is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Stoudemire. And it's Keenan in at the 3 slot. And for the Sonics, Chris Kaman out there with Kemp. Then there's Kyle Korver. It's Andre Kirilenko. And it's Kidd in at the point.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Seattle. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. So with Smith sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Anthony Edwards out there with Ivy. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Stoudemire. And it's Keenan in at the small forward position. Now here's Kidd. Shot clock at 5. 3-pointer. Rebound, Brooklyn. Pass to Adebayo. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Just playing so strong down low. Adebayo knows you got to be ready for the fight inside.
Outside Kidd. About a minute played so far here in the first. Drops in the layup for 2.
And Kidd using that size well inside. Fantastic with the read of the D there and exploiting the weakness.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw good, Adebayo.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Outside Kidd. Pass to Korver. Kirilenko kicks to Kidd. Fires the 3. Again, Kidd missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Here's Kidd. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Came in a screen on Edwards. Edwards against Kidd. Clock at 6. Pass to Kemp. Seattle needs to get off a shot. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And terrific work from Kaman, using his height to inflict damage on the glass.
Here's Stoudemire. Kemp defending. Ivy gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Supersonics. Steve Kerr's checked in for the Sonics. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Martin's checked in. And here are the Sonics. It's a 5-point game. Came in a screen on Edwards. For 3, Kerr. Brooklyn with the rebound. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Edwards. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And unbothered by the contact inside, Edwards plays the game with so much physicality.
Came in a screen on Edwards. Kerr against Edwards. Kerr the pass to Korver. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Here's Kemp. Martin with the block. Ivy against Kerr. Ivy dishes to Stoudemire. Martin the pass to Edwards. Here's Keenan, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, nice read there from Edwards. He's all for sharing the wealth.
Seattle trails by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And they get it. Here's Kaman. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Stoudemire. Pass to Keenan. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
Now here's Kaman. Seattle missing again. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. With the teardrop, and it's Keenan missing.
Nice effort anyway to change his shot and get around the defender. Maybe next time.
And stolen by Ivy. Here's Edwards. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now, here's Kerr. He has yet to score. Seattle calls timeout. Brooklyn making some changes. Walton's checked in for Stoudemire. Fernandez comes in for Jaden Ivey. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Edwards. Walton against Kessler. Kuzma kicks to Kerr. Pass to Kessler. Here's Kittle. To end the drought. And he converts the layup.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And it's Keenan missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Walton. Rudy Fernandez out there with J.R. Smith. Then it's Martin. And it's Keenan in at the small forward. Kuzma can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 11. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader. But he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
That's good. And so Kerr with the assist. Kuzma's got it back down to within single digits for the Sonics. Walton the pass to Smith. Here's Keenan. Guarded by Korver. Fernandez. That's good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Brooklyn with the ball. Martin finds Smith. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
An absolute sharpshooter. J.R. Smith always rises with confidence.
Kuzma outside for the three. And that's collected by Bill Walton. Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
Pass to Keenan. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Here's Kittle to end the run. score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And you can tell Kerr has a good sense for the floor, which helps him find a ready shooter to deliver the ball to.
Bucket is good. Fernandez has got 5 points in the quarter.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Some changes for Seattle. Chris Kamen's checked in for Walker Kessler. Kemp comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Kidd in for Steve Kerr. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Adebayo is checked in for Walton. Barry comes in for Martin. Jaden Ivey, he's checked in for Rudy Fernandez. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Smith.
The concentration from Kidd at the arc, a big part of how he stays consistent from there.
Here's Keenan. Kemp defending.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Seattle trails by 15. Outside Kidd. Kemp with a screen for Kidd. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Kidd, really just a nightly triple-double threat. Big point guard who can score, pass, and also rebounds the ball.
Kings checked in for Kyle Korver. And the second free throw, good. Brooklyn leading by 14. Pass to Keenan. Back to Edwards. Here's Barrett. 1:56 left here in the second. Here's Keenan. Rebounded by Kemp. And here's Kemp. He'll bring it up for Seattle. Here's Kittle. 5 points in the game. 3-pointer. And once again off the mark by Seattle. Here's Keenan. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside Kidd. Pass to Kemp. Back to Kidd. 5 on the clock. From past the arc. The shot, no good. Brooklyn with the ball. 16-point lead. Here's Barron. Back to Edwards. Adebayo the screen. It's hauled in by the Sonics. Pass to Kittles. And here is Kidd. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. The offensive rebound. And the shot goes in.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Barry misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Stoudemire, he's checked in for Barry.
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
23 seconds left in the second quarter. And here is Kidd. 6 points for him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Team foul.
It's amazing how many ways Kidd sparks their offense.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Both free throws good from Kidd. Here's Stoudemire. Still without a basket. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And this is where Stoudemire's feast. And it's why his teammates look to get him the rock down low.
Brooklyn shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. To the paint. Now here's Korver. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump there. And so it's Brooklyn with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Please direct your attention to center court. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Seattle trails by 14. Andre Kirilenko is out there with Kemp. Then there's Chris Kaman. Then it's Jason Kidd, and it's Korver in at the 2 guards. That's the group for George Karl getting going here in the second half. Kemp with the bucket. Brooklyn with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. And stolen by Kaman. Ivy against Korver. Outside Kidd. Throws it up high. Knocked away. Brooklyn leading by 12. Ivy with it. Now Kirilenko defending. Up top Edwards. Here's Stoudemire. Rebounded by Korver. Outside Kidd. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Korver gets a wide open look. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Here's Stoudemire, and the jam by Stoudemire.
And short trip for Stoudemire to the rim. And with his athletic ability, there's just no stopping him.
Kidd passes to Kemp. Over Adebayo. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Kemp's got 6.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Yeah, if they aren't going to take away his space from mid-range, look, he's going to continue to shoot it.
Now Edwards. Stoudemire outside. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by the Sonics.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
The 3 from Korver. It's Adebayo with the rebound. And it's Adebayo with the ball for Brooklyn. A 12-point game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Jason Kidd. For Brooklyn, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. And so he makes both from the line. Kidd with it. He's got 8. Kemp a screen on Edwards. And here's Kidd from the arc. Drills the 3-pointer. He's got 11.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Stoudemire's got 7 now in this quarter.
Wow, so much potential for Stoudemire. If he can master that quick release, watch out.
Kidd passes to Kemp. Back to Kidd. Pass to Korver. Shot clock at 6. Kemp's shot is off. Brooklyn leading by 14. Inside, here's Keenan, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Now Kemp. He's guarded by Adebayo. Fades away. Kemp's shot is off. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And Adebayo throws it down hard.
Oh, that's not fair. Adebayo using his athleticism to give this crowd something to remember.
1:29 left to play in the third. Kidd against Edwards. Left side Kidd. And Kemp now on top of the key. Pass to Korver. 6 to shoot. And here's Kidd from the arc. The Sonics again can't hit. Kidd's gone 3 for 8 tonight from the field. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Keenan. 12 points for him. Out to the right wing. Here's Stoudemire. It's rebounded by Jason Kidd.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And it's good for 2.
And we're used to J. Kidd dishing the assist. Great to see him pouring in some points tonight.
Pass to Edwards, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Some changes for Brooklyn. Walton's checked in for Stoudemire. Martin comes in for Bam Adebayo. And Rudy Fernandez is subbed in for Jaden Ivey. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Korver a screen on Edwards. Here's Kerr for 3. Offensive rebound. Right side Korver. Here's the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And this is what makes Korver so effective. His ability to take and make shots quickly.
And here's Edwards. Pass to Martin. Shoots the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Martin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so it's Brooklyn in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Brooklyn leading by 16. So with Stoudemire sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Jaden Ivey, Smith out there with Martin. And there's Rudy Fernandez. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, roaming the paint. Kuzma outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Three-pointer Fernandez. Chris Kaman pulls it in. Kaman's got his 5th rebound in this one. Kuzma passes to Kidd. Pass to Kittles. Clock at 6. Over Fernandez. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Smith dishes to Fernandez. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And here's Kidd from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Martin kicks to Fernandez. Over Kidd. And it falls over the rim and in. And Brooklyn leads by 16. Fernandez has gone 50% shooting tonight, firing away 4 of 8. Timeout, Sonics.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
So both teams making some changes here.
What do you say, fans? Let's hear yours.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Pass to Kaman. Stoudemire with the defensive effort. Brooklyn leading by 16. Now Edwards. In the corner, Ivey with it. Drains the three-pointer.
And if Ivey can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
And it's the Supersonics with the ball. Here's Kidd. Stoudemire grabs the board. Stoudemire's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Out left to the wing. Keenan the pass to Ivey. Here's Keenan. Pass to Adebayo. And the shot is good. 10 points for Bam Adebayo.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Outside Kidd. Kemp inside. He's guarded by Adebayo. Kidd. Back to Kemp. Pass to Kaman. Just 5 on the clock. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Ivey on the wing. Stoudemire finds Adebayo. And here's Edwards from the arc. Seattle trails by 21. Here's Kemp, and the rejection by Stoudemire. To the left wing, Keenan, the pass to Stoudemire. And here's Edwards from the arc. Hands it from downtown. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Brooklyn?
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Kidd, no good. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 13-5 run here. Ivy, no one around him. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Oh, how about the quick thinking by Ivy? I love when he goes right at it with the shot.
There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Kidd from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Kidd's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Suns.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Kemp. Nails the baby hook. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Stoudemire, and the jam by Stoudemire.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Ivy kicks to Edwards. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
Martin against Kemp. Outside Kidd. Shoots it. Rebound Brooklyn. Here's Edwards. Korver with the defensive effort. Outside Kidd. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly.